doing? I'm late. I know this because work was crazy today. Work was off the chain. Work was busy. Work is work. Work is good. Money's coming in. But I have a show tonight in Bridgeport, Connecticut. I'm actually on my way to Bloomfield right now to get changed, switched up, and hop right on the highway. Been up since 4 morning. I'm not tired though. This is life. I'm used to it, man. It's probably going to be a quick podcast because I'm just more or less. I'm not in a rush. I'm good. I'm actually making much better time than what I thought I was going to make because the propane delivery, the welding company I work for, what I'm saying, I deliver gases and stuff like that. I actually had one more run in Ellington, which is like 35 minutes from here, and I was coming from damn near Meriden. But I got the call and it was like, hey, we just do that last one on Monday. So that bought me like 40 minutes. So that's a good thing. But still running behind a little bit. Feel kind of weak. I'm gonna get a little snack in my body, a little sniggle. I'm hungry, man. What? Damn. I should have thought about this last night, but I gotta stop and put gas in the car too. I only got about 133 miles left on it. Bridgeport damn near 100 miles from here, so I'm gonna just gas that up, make it go. I don't adhere to the Bible, but there's a lot of practicality and wisdom in it. And there's a scripture that says you can't slave for two masters. I forget all the scriptures behind after that, but it says something like, because the more you try to please one, the more you piss the other off. I'm juggling it okay so far, but there's gonna have to come a point in time where I'm fully devoted to stand-up comedy. So I can give it my full undivided focus and energy. And I feel like I'm close, All it takes is one contract, one major act that likes my act and thinks my act is complimentary to their act. And as soon as they be like, yo, I'm about to take you on the road for the next 6 months, I'm out. As long as the money makes sense, I'm out. But we ain't there yet. So, what up, Western Porter? I still got to play this juggling act. What up, Willie Pangu? You put green and then you type ZCYVD over. Like, I don't know what that means. You trying to say bend over? What up, Willie Pangu? How come I get all these weird people, man? He was trying to say bend over, beamed over. Right, you want to spank me? You want me to bend over so you can spank me? The internet has some peculiar, to say the least, individuals. To say the least. I gotta text my lady real quick. Let her know when I'll be there. All right. My goal was to leave Bloomfield by 5:40. No, I'm getting there by 5:40. More than likely, we're leaving there by 6. And I gotta pick somebody up too, but this is what it comes down to. I got booked for a Friday gig in Bridgeport. And the fact that it's in Bridgeport, that's not the issue. The issue is that it's a 7 o'clock a gig on a Friday. And where I'm coming from. Fighting through various rush hours. I just don't see the logic in having a 7 o'clock, a 7 p.m. So if the Friday show is 7 p.m., that means the doors open at 6. Most people get off of work at 4 or 5. That don't even really give them time to even like get shower and get there. Like, what are you talking about? That was the gig. I accepted it. And I told myself I would never accept any more 7 p.m. Friday gigs, but I wanted the stage time, so, and I'm headlining. So I was like, bump it. I'm munching on these mixed nuts. No Diddy. They're delicious. Somebody in front of me is driving with a wide load. Hey, what up, Black? What's your name? Ahem. I can't, yo. Y'all need to get some simple names because I do this podcast while driving. If you got this long ass name of words that don't even exist, it's gonna be hard for me to properly give you your shout out. Damn. So far, it's beautiful right now. My phone says, no, not my phone. My dash says it's 91 degrees. I'm gonna check the actual temperature. Plus, I gotta text my girl real quick. Give me 1 second. Nah, yo, it's legit. $88 degrees out here. The summer is upon us. The world is crazy. America. America's doing America, you know what I mean? Epstein files. War in Iran, sex scandals, aliens, Carmelo Anthony case. Is that case over yet? I wonder what the verdict is. I haven't really been looking at my social media, so I have no idea. What else? Cars trying to pass me on the right. There's all kinds of bullshit in these streets, man. That dude look goofy. But we're making it do what it do. Yo. More likely this is, I want to say this is a throwaway episode. But this is more or less me just checking in with the fam, let y'all know I'm all right. It's just, today's been an oversized day. There's a truck in front of me that says oversized load. Today was an oversized day. It was just a lot to do, you know? And I haven't been doing this job long enough to like pretty much calculate when I'll be finished. But there's certain stops that I have that I know it's going to take a while to deliver. So I should keep that in mind, along with the time that it takes me to drive to certain places. I'll map out my trip, and I'll tell my boss. The furthest point on here takes about an hour and a half. So that means it's going to take me an hour and a half to get back. that's 3 hours of just driving. And I'm talking about point A to point B and back. I ain't talking about all the in between. You know what I'm saying? And they be wanting me to get back to base like 2:30, and you know we're closed. Well, the drivers, we leave by 4. So we got to leave like by 8:15, no later than 8:15 to start our routes or whatever. That's 8:15, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, like 2:15, 2:30. So you got basically 6 hours to do all this, you know, to do your deliveries. And then you take away at least the 4 hours of driving. I mean, you only got about 2 hours to do it. Like, listen, I know the math for this, man. Sometimes they set you up with impossible missions, man. With this route, especially my furthest point, if I know the total round trip gonna be like 3.5, 4 hours of driving, then I'm gonna tell them like, damn, this how long it's gonna take me to unload and load order. This is the time that you're giving me with all these places. There's not enough time, and I gotta start coming at them mathematically like that. They just sometimes, like, I don't think they intentionally do it, but your boss or your job, they don't see you as human. They just see you as a cog in the wheel that they can just plug in, and you're just maximum efficient. It don't matter how long. Don't matter if you've been doing it 1 year or 30 years. And I think that's just a flawed way of looking at it. You know, if I would have calculated it right, and like, you know, pretty much broke down my time, 2 of those stops shouldn't have been about 2 of those stops. I had 2 or 3 of them should have been preserved for Monday. Because, you know, I know a lot of places they they're what's the word? They just don't want to give too much overtime, and I completely understand that. You know what I'm saying? So if that's the case, got to cut back on the load a little bit, or cut back on the deliveries. Okay, we're not going to give you overtime, because if we give you these 2 extra, so we're going to save that, and we just do it the next day. I mean, figuring it out little by little. I'm thankful. I like the gig. I like it. You said I'm too gorge. You think I'm gorgeous? Thank you. I hope you are a woman, but even if you are a man, I appreciate the compliments. Thank you so much. You're not the first person on the internet or my streams that has referred to me as beautiful or gorgeous. But again, I never know if it's a man or a woman that's saying this. But your name is Bella T. So I'm going to go with the assumption that you have the XX chromosome representing your DNA. And so I will say thank you. And if you are a dude with the XY chromosome like myself, I'm very flattered. I say thank you as well. Regardless of your gender, your race, or your orientation, who am I to take away your compliment? But whether you're a woman pining for me or a dude pining for me, it does not matter, because I have a lady, and she has the XX chromosome. I've checked on numerous occasions. Had to make sure. And the people are led to believe that she has the opposite chromosomes that I have. And so we can make whoopee in the way that it was intended to be made between XX and XY. Goofy, I know, I'm silly. This is just some silliness, man. Tomorrow I'm taking my mother to a vineyard, you know, spending some time with moms a little bit, you know, sometimes we can get so caught up in life, caught up in our significant other, just caught up in the things we got going on, like the things that we doing, that those that we grew up with, those that are closest to us, Sometimes we get a little bit neglectful, but I think the most important thing is just to be conscious and cognizant of such. And your parents, or if you got both parents or one, they don't need every day your attention, but you know what I'm saying, once a month, once every couple of weeks or whatever, you know what I mean, just to go out to like a nice park or whatever, you know what I mean, have a drink, and just listen to the OG, let the OG talk. Got to do that every now and again, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna do that with moms tomorrow, because it's looking like it's gonna be not nice the whole weekend, but it's nice tonight. Obviously, you can see, you know what I mean. Even from this vantage, you can see whatever. It's pure bright, and I heard it was gonna rain up here in New England on Sunday, but I'm not exactly sure how bad it's gonna be. I'm just testing something. Some dude was tailgating me, I got out of his way, but I'm purposely speeding up just to see how fast he going. This dude got to be doing at least 95 miles per hour in his broken Nissan Altima. People, get ready. There's a train coming. Don't need no ticket. You just get on board. Take 6, we made that. The lead singer, Alvin Chin, but he got the bass. He's like, people get ready. There's a train a-coming. You don't need no ticket. You just thank the Lord. I'm not a bass singer. I'm a second tenor. That's what I am. Second tenor. Can I do a little baritone? A day is coming. I feel so happy. So yeah, a little bit, but I'm more of a. If this was take 6, the voice I'm more comfortable, most that I can sing most comfortably, is either Joey's part or Dave Thomas's part. Dave Thomas is where did I go wrong? It always seems that I can make it through love. Yes, you live and you learn that you'll always fall if you don't make a stand now. Dave Thomas was dope because when Take 6 first started, I think the top voice was Claude McKnight. The second from the top is always Mark Kibble. At that time, the third from the top was Mervyn Warren. And then the fourth from the top was Dave Thomas. Once Joey Kimmel came in, Joey Kimmel wasn't as comfortable singing as low as Dave. So they flipped. Dave became the third from the top. And then Joey Kimmel was the fourth from the top. And then you got the baritone and you got the bass. The baritone was Cedric and the bass is Alvin Chia. But without me straining my voice in between that David Thomas, Joey Kimmel, like I'm trying to think of another easy David Thomas song, Time After Time. The Savior is waiting to enter your heart. Why don't you let him in? Or he has David was attending the sheep for his Paul. Somebody hollered. I think it was his mom. You know what I mean? Like he had that, you know, that in between. Now Joey's voice is there's no more trouble where I'm going. And that's a place where I belong. No, there's a joy. Joey got that Stevie, you know, he got that. The Sandman has come for you and I to say, I came to milk. You know, he got that little Stevie Wonder twang into it, but wants to break the silence. It's tired of always hiding. Shipping up this empty cap alone. What if I told you that someone really cares for you? And that same one always will be there. Would you believe that you sit with someone, sacrifice his life? You know what I mean? That's my tone. Or another singer like James Ingram. Compliment what she does. Send her roses just because. If it's violin she loves, let them play. Dedicate her favorite song and hold her closer. Oh, my love, love her today. Find 100 ways. You know what I'm saying? Michael McDonald. He came from somewhere back. But see, I feel like when I do Michael McDonald's voice, I'm not really singing. I'm more or less doing a caricature. I'm doing an impression of singing. It ain't really me singing. You know what I mean? That's how I feel when I do that. But you know what? That's all I had to say. I got way away from the podcast, but I just wanted to check in, let y'all know, doing all right. I have yourselves a wonderful evening, wonderful weekend. Don't drink too much, drink responsibly, love your family, love your friends, do all that. And as I tell all my young up-and-coming comedians, there is no such thing as writer's block. If the comedy guys have not given you anything new to scribe on that page, it is their way of telling you to work on the things they already gave you. Stay away from the gossip, stay away from the rumors, stay away from the nonsense, stay away from the negativity, stay away from the foolishness, focus on the funny, and lead with love. Life is not something that happens in spite of you. Life is an experience for you to behold, so get to behold it. With that being said, much love. Peace. Oh, and I got a new screen, so I got a whole new case. That's why it's looking like jiggy. I don't got to take my whole phone apart just to talk to you guys. Peace.